Uh-oh, it looks like you stumbled onto yet another episode of the Triumvirate podcast.
Whoa,
Silly
dude!
boy and or girl and or non-binary. Well, while you're here, my name is Matt BXP, and this is my friend Mark. Hello, Mark.
You stumbled onto something you should probably run away from.
Honestly, you're kind of doomed if you keep on going. Because we're currently in your walls.
Nice opinion. One small issue. I am inside your walls.
I am inside your walls.
One small issue.
I love that. Nice opinion.
Yeah.
Very
Nice
like
opinion.
condescending. It's just like, oh, that was a great opinion.
Dude, that should have been on place. They should have had the intruder on place.
Oh my god, dude. You're right. By the way, if you guys have no idea what we're talking about, so at the time of this recording, this past weekend, Reddit did a funny little thing for
April Fools.
For April Fools, where they have a subreddit called r/plays. There we go.
R/pace is for the salsa.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, basically every user on Reddit could like put a pixel on a canvas that was provided by the Mr. Reddit himself, and people just made their own images as a collective group throughout all the pixels from the select colors of the palette that they provided as well.
Yes.
Anyway, a lot of people made a lot of stuff in r/place.
Sure did.
There was a lot of collective efforts going around, and a lot of people fighting each other on what picture should go where.
Yeah, and a lot of fucking cheaters.
A lot of cheaters, a lot of bots, and a lot of fucking streamers.
Because the gimmick to it is, yes, you can place down a pixel, but you can only place one pixel every 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's the thing about that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not just something where you can just draw randomly. You get to place one pixel every 5 minutes. But yeah, when you have streamers that have 200,000 people watching them at one time, that's meaningless.
Exactly.
It's nothing.
Because
when you have a subreddit that has, a million members, that's nothing.
Yeah, honestly, because whatever figure, for example, perfect example, fucking streamers, if they want a certain picture or a certain of course pixelated picture to go in a certain section on place, and fucking thousands of people are watching this dude and following his demands, I mean, it can go up in just mere seconds, because of if every single one of his or her viewers makes an account on Reddit and places the pixel exactly where they want him, they want them to, then that's pretty much how it came about, really.
Yeah, and I don't know. I liked Place in 2017 when I was first there, and this time, I mean, I don't know. It was just something about how there was accusations of the Reddit employees abusing their power, and that's with the Reddit employee stuff. Even if you mention that stuff on that subreddit, if you had video proof of one of the moderators of that subreddit, which were Reddit employees, if you had video proof that they were cheating, you got a 15-year ban.
Yep, 15 years, my guy.
15 years. Now, I don't know what that means for all of Reddit. I'd imagine not, because that would be way too far. But I think it's a 15-year ban from place.
I mean, that shit's just fucking ridiculous.
Like, what the fuck? Like, just because you get called out for cheating means you get to abuse your power like that? Man, fuck off.
Yeah, that's so fucking dumb. You know, it's like, oh, you know, I work at Reddit, or I'm a Reddit mod. I could do whatever I want in this. And if this guy tries to say something about me, 15-year ban.
Don't even get me started on 4chan.
Oh, God. Because, yep, they also had a fucking part in this, too.
They sure did. And by God, they hated everything about it. They just wanted to destroy it all.
Mm-hmm. Were they a part of that whole Void thing?
I think so. I think that was mainly them.
That probably. I mean, that seems like something they would do.
But see, the problem is that, you know, when they started doing the Void, they did out of malice and hate. But then you get the Redditors that are like, you know what? That's a good idea. Let's make this Void creepy as fuck. And they did.
They really did, man. Like, they would draw, like, fucking, like, creepy-ass figures, like, within that little void that they were creating.
Yeah.
God, it was strange.
But no, Place was fun while it lasted, and, you know, it's a shame that it was destroyed. Or it wasn't really destroyed. It's a shame that the people that, you know, that did it were the really detailed ones were either big communities or bots or streamers. You know, for like the small communities, like it was near impossible. Like I was part of multiple Discords for different different place groups.
I mean, like, yeah, I mean, you were trying to get something going for this particular, like, you know, community little like logo or something like that. You know what I mean? And
yeah, and
it just couldn't happen.
See, that's the thing though. Like it wasn't the fact that they were ignoring me. It was the fact that they were more worried about their stuff because their stuff was getting attacked too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not like they weren't, you know, not going to help me. It was...
They had to take care of their own shit first.
Yeah, we want to help, but we can't because we don't have enough people to help you while defending our stuff, which is ridiculous. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not some 4D chess game. Like, yeah. But whatever. I digress. It was fun while it lasted, and the canvas looks beautiful. If you haven't seen it, look it up on Reddit. It is huge. It is impressive, and it's glorious. It's even better than the one in 2017.
It really is, and isn't it like I don't know, like isn't it like 4 times larger of a canvas?
It is.
Yeah,
it is. And you know what I love the most? You know, in 2017 place on the bottom left hand, you know, I had the start bar that was like Windows, like whatever, like
yeah,
like the old version. In the new one, they have Windows XP, so they upgraded it.
They really upgraded to Windows XP in this one, yeah.
So that means if it happens again in the future, they got to upgrade again to like Windows 10,
or so. Even just for late trolling, fucking like Windows 8.
Yeah, Windows 8. Yeah, there you go. Or Windows Vista.
Oh, God. We don't talk about those OSs.
We don't talk about Windows Vista.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, that was...
You know, like,
Lost Place.
I actually, like, was a big fan of Windows Vista whenever it came out, but that's just a irrelevant thing.
I mean, I kind of was too, because I mean, at the time I was too young to understand what was really wrong with it. I mean, at the time I liked it because it looked cool. I was like, oh man, we're going from XP to this?
Whoa. I know, right? Fucking, like, whenever the bubble screensavers came on, I was just like, no way!
Exactly, and...
I was like, this motherfucker got bubbles!
Bubbles, bro!
Fucking bubbles, man!
And then it went from Windows Vista to Windows 8. Or
No,
was it 7?
yeah, it was 7.
That's right, Windows 7, which was great.
Yeah, Windows 7 was fucking top tier, my guy.
And then Windows 8 came out, and that was not good. I don't like panels.
I don't think anybody liked Windows 8. I remember whenever like they were doing some sort of like open beta to Windows 8 to like, you could just like upgrade to Windows 8 if you have Windows 7 and just see what all the hubbub's about. Yeah, they completely got rid of the fucking the start panel. It's like it replaced just this little tab here that shows like all of your programs and stuff. No, it made it the whole fucking screen.
Yeah, right. Like, what harebrained idea came from Microsoft when they were like, "Hey, let's get rid of the start button"?
You know what it was?
Like,
It was fucking like the iPads and like the
yeah, that's what it was. They were trying to copy the Mac OS, where it was just the things on the bottom.
Mm-hmm. They try to make it like, I don't know, like what's the word I'm looking for?
Well, also they were trying to emulate the Windows phones too, because at the time they were popular. I mean, or the Microsoft phones, whatever the fuck, because because I had a Microsoft Windows phone, whatever the fuck it was, and it looked just like that. It had panels.
That's probably what it was too. They were just trying to capitalize on like the whole like a touchpad or whatever it's called, the Android version of the iPad. That thing, I can't think of it right now, but yeah, where you could use like the stylus pen and then just operate using that and all that bullshit.
All that bullshit.
Oh, they fucking bullshit.
Yeah. Windows, man. Now we're on Windows 10. I have not upgraded to Windows 11 because I've heard so many bad things about it.
So
many bad things.
It's absolute bullshit because I mean you have to do there's one specific thing that do you have to like provide like some sort of like email address or something like that in order to download Windows 11? It's something.
Something like that.
It's some sort of like personal thing that you have to provide to Microsoft in order to get Windows 11. And that's why I haven't done it. I mean, honestly, I think the only thing that's changed about it is just like the taskbar on the bottom.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, nothing else really is, different.
It's just the same shit. The same exact shit. I was looking at the other day, I was at Best Buy, and I think I was just getting like just some additional parts for my computer and whatnot, and I was just browsing. And of course they have those laptop displays just for you to check out and everything. Of course, all of them had Windows 11 on them.
Yeah.
So I go up to like one of them and I just kind of just look around on the laptop itself and see what all the hubbub's about with Windows 11. That was pretty much the only thing that they were advertising, is that the taskbar looked different. Like, okay.
Wow, the taskbar looks different. Wow.
No way, dude.
Excellent.
Even though, like, years ago, I remember seeing a thing on Rain Meter where you could actually like have it to where all the icons and stuff are in the middle of the screen. So it's already been a thing, but whatever.
I miss Rain Meter, dude. Like when I get a new laptop, I'm downloading Rain Meter because I had one for my desktop. It was when I had dual monitors. I had my left screen be my icons and stuff. My right screen was a Rain Meter theme where it was very minimalistic. It was like the beach or like a wheat field or like a starry sky. Or no, it was so I'm trying to remember what it was called. I can't remember the theme, but like you could choose like a beach, and it would have like the sand and then the ocean, and then behind the ocean, like above the horizon, it would have the time, like the current time of day, like in half. And as the day goes, it would change. So when it was night, it was night, and when it was day, it was day, and it would change the colors on the beach. You could see the moon and the stars and the sun and clouds. It was beautiful. I really loved that so much, and just eventually my computer got too old; it just couldn't run it anymore. So I had to, uninstall it, which is a shame.
Yep. But dude, I fucking love that type of shit where your wallpaper updates like by the current time of the day.
Yeah,
I love that shit, man.
And like I tried other rain meter themes and they just didn't work out, or they looked too much just gaudy. And this one was just minimalistic and perfectly fine for me. So,
dude, that is like my favorite kind of rain meter skin, because it gets rid of all of the clutter that's on your desktop and everything, and you just are able to just look at the time and all that bullshit, just right there.
You're right, yeah. It was just so convenient because you didn't, and I would hide my taskbar too, so it was just that screen, and it's just right there. There's the time and the day, and what it is outside.
Yeah.
So,
man, it's
really
good
cool.
shit, man. It's really good shit. I've gotten real lazy at my rain meter stuff because I have had so many problems with like some skins and everything, and just the fact of my previous history of like messing up my computers, or my computers not fully functioning anymore, and having to reformat the hard drive, reinstall everything, and all that bullshit. At this point, I'm just like, okay, it has a time on it, and whatever, that's all it's got. It's good enough for me.
Yeah, right. So,
yeah, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of upkeep to do.
It is, yeah.
So,
but it still look pretty.
Yeah.
Still look very pretty.
Yeah, so if you're interested, then go to Rain Meter and download it, and they have a couple of like default themes, and try it out for yourself if you got a computer powerful enough.
You have the most epic computer available.
I remember I had a Rain Meter theme that was Skyrim themed, and on the bottom, it was really made for laptops because it would show the red bar was the battery percentage, so it would go down, like the health bar. Yeah. The green bar was CPU power, I believe.
Wow.
And or like memory usage.
Oh yeah.
Wait, no, it was battery percentage, CPU usage, and memory usage for the blue. So it would constantly fluctuate and stuff. It was really cool. I like that a lot.
Yeah, that is actually really cool. I like that.
So, but anyways, we're taking a hard left turn. No more Rain Meter. Matt, I want to talk about you and Funk's 3-week long failed joke.
Okay, all right. So
I'm gonna let you explain it, and I will interject.
Okay, so basically, just to start things off, so Funk comes up with, it wasn't really like a devious plan from the get-go. It was sort of just like he found some sort of did he first make the article himself whenever he did
well, so keep in mind this just happened after iLadies.
Yeah, the whole iLadies thing, yeah, this just happened.
The whole iLadies thing, and then he got me another time with this other one. And so I was on high alert. We both were. Me and you were.
Yeah.
And he said, do you guys know any esports from CS:GO? Like, do you know esports teams? And I was like, in my mind, I was like, okay, here we go. He's going to do something.
He's setting something up.
And then he sends this article, which the article, I don't know if it was real or not. I can't remember if the first article he sent was real.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know at this point.
But he sent that, and we were both like, oh, it is real. And then is that when he started to get in contact with you whenever I didn't notice it?
So I'm scrolling back here. So so yeah, he starts talking about like CS:GO, sort of like the esports sort of thing. And let's see here. So the team that he brings up first is Havu, or like it's spelled HAVU.
Yeah, see, whenever he said Havu, I was like, all right, something's coming up.
But
there's something going on.
See, the thing is that like you and I must have caught on at the same time. I guess just because how it's spelled. Because basically the butt of the joke is that he's bringing up, you know, have you or whatever, and then like we're supposed to say that team, what or like, you know, what's that team? I've never heard it before. And then Funk was supposed to say, have you heard of the High Elves?
Yeah.
And then so so Mark and I, we it fails immediately. Like whatever setup Funk was going with, we're just like, I've never heard of that team before. Wow, isn't that interesting? And so here's what happened. Mark, here's what happened. So it must have been right as we were messaging on here in our Triumvirate Discord. We're just like, I've never heard of that team before. Immediately after I send my message, Funk messages me and just like, okay, we have to get Mark in some way, I guess, in relation to the whole Isle Ladies thing. And so anyway, he sends me a link because HAVU, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's a legit esports team. It's legit.
It is. They're based in Finland.
Yeah, they're based in Finland and everything. It says founded in 2017 here. So anyway, Funk is like DMing me. He's just like, you know, we gotta play along with this. We gotta you know, try to get Mark and try to convince him that this is like a legit thing. This is like we're actually talking about this whole esports thing. That way we can just try to get him. So anyway, after Mark says, you know, like, oh wow, really? Have you, huh? Isn't that something? What are you gonna say? Like D's nuts or some shit?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And so you're pretty much making it clear that like you've caught on from the very beginning.
From the very beginning, I knew.
So
I knew something was up.
So basically, I tried to save this whole thing and try to be in on it with Funk about this. And so I just completely go like, oh, wow, I thought you were just bullshit. I thought it was like a made-up team, which it's not. And so, like, I send, like, a whole, like, screenshot of their website and everything. And so that's pretty much the beginning of it all. So
yeah,
later down the line, throughout several days, several weeks, Funk is creating fucking like fake articles, and he is bringing
Well,
up
not necessarily fake articles, but articles that have something changed within them.
yeah, like some of the articles are actually legit, talking
They're
about
legit.
the basis behind it is esports teams and cheating in
Like cheating scandals.
yeah, cheating scandals in popular and not really popular esports teams. And that's pretty much the topic around the whole spiel. And so, yeah, Funk takes some of these legit articles, and some of them he actually forges on his own. He actually like
Yeah.
writes these articles himself. But the butt of the joke at the end of each article is trying to be like like D's nuts or some shit like that. Something you have to like actually read in the article that sounds interesting, like a legit scandal and somebody's reaction, and then at the end of it it's just like D's nuts, haha, got him.
Like a fucking like text version of a Rickroll, pretty much.
Exactly. And there was actually a made-up esports team that Funk came up with, called Fontell, Fontell, and so basically, I'm just gonna try to read as quick as I can this made-up article that Funk actually made up. So, let's see. Team Fontell, Goslin, Optic India implicated in cheating scandal at CSGO tournament series. I'm just gonna read like a few sentences from here and then just get to the end of it. The CSGO tournament series was abruptly halted on Tuesday when evidence of a cheating scandal surfaced among several teams. Skip a few sentences here. Conversely, Team Fontell has denied all allegations, as team spokesperson Antoni Yarvinpa, I
guess, yeah.
I guess that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. He asserted, "I am appalled at the accusations. Fontell D's nuts." Likewise, members of Goslin have indicated that they will not admit to any cheating activities and an investigation is pending. So,
yes.
This is a whole fucking article that Funk just made up just for that butt of the joke. And at this time, today is like April 5th. This all started on March 13th. I think that's
14th, actually.
It was the 14th, that's right. Yeah. Anyway, so throughout the days, back and forth, Funk and I have been like DMing each other, just trying to be like, okay, so like what's the best way we can actually like reel Mark back into believing this is a legit thing. So just fucking like days and weeks of like scheming and just trying to look at, because there were actual accusations and actual things.
Yeah, like it was real.
It was
like
real.
Some of these things were real.
Like with the whole cheating scandals and everything, there was one team called XIII, and they got accused of cheating or something like that, and then there was like a big controversy with that. So I'm kind of fast forwarding here to near the end of it, and the whole XIII scandal, even though it's legit, it's an actual thing. Funk had the genius idea to kind of implement that with our little ruse. And so with our whole story about like, esports teams being tied in with cheating and everything, our knowledge of the Godsent controversy was the last piece of our little our little game, or our little our last deck of cards to put down on the table, pretty much. And so basically what actually happened wasn't as bad as what we kind of stirred into, because I think what we said was that the controversy was absolutely huge. That's what we were saying. And the leader of the team Godsent, just had like an outburst on Twitter, like related to the accusations and everything. And the whole time, basically, Funk and I were just like, wow, did you see the outburst on Twitter? And I was like, yeah, I did. That's absolutely crazy. I can't believe he said that. Because we were wanting, Mark, you to say the exact words, just like, oh man, what did he say?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's like, oh man, that's crazy. What did he say? That way we could go in for the kill and be like, God sent down these nuts from heaven above.
Yeah.
That way, that would have been the ultimate fucking D's nuts joke, dude.
Yep, it would have. And you know what? I'm gonna tell my side after this ad break. What?
Uh-oh, here it comes. Wait for it. And it's starting now.
Jeez, Matt, I sure am feeling exhausted today after all this gaming I've been doing. I wish there was something I could drink that wasn't coffee to get my spirits up, but I just don't know what that could be.
Dude, you're talking a little bit strange right now, dude. You know that the Triumvirate podcast was sponsored by Rogue Energy, right?
What? What's Rogue Energy, Matthew?
Oh my god, jeez. Get a load of this guy, everyone. Rogue Energy has the world's best tasting drinks after a long day of gaming, and make you feel focused, raises your endurance, and makes you feel motivated, all while let me do that again. Raises your endurance and makes you feel motivated, all while having zero sugar, so you don't get that energy crash.
Wow, Matt. Next thing you know, you're going to tell me is that there's like a lot of delicious flavors, like their newest one, sour candy, which tastes like watermelon warheads, or their most popular flavor, blue raspberry, right? Wow!
Yeah, dude. But, like, not only do they have 16 flavors to choose from, but they also have different types for your needs, such as, like, hydration, protein shakes, and also extreme if you're feeling particularly drained.
Alright, let me get this straight, my gamer brother Matthew. All of these delicious flavors from Rogue Energy sound nice and all, but what can I put them in? I can't just put them in a dang old glass of water, my guy.
All right, my man. Okay, like you're acting like you haven't heard of this before, and I'm actually freaking out. Like we've talked about this before, but it's like whatever. So, okay, fine. You know they have multiple different shaker designs with cool colors to match your personality, such as the Rogue Nation Black and the Glowy McShaker. Is it ringing a bell? You pick it up? What I'm throwing down?
Yes, I remember! I remember that if you use code Triumvirate at checkout, you could save 5% off your order of anything in the store, including shakers, tubs, and even their free starter kit, my guy. Wow.
You know what? You finally remembered. You know what? I'm proud of you, my guy. But
thank you.
No problem, man. But yeah, I mean, just like my good friend Mark here said, use code Triumvirate if you want to get 5% off your order for some tasty, energizing goodness from Rogue Energy.
All right, Matt. thank you for telling me this stuff and for making me remember. I'm gonna go back to being an epic gamer now, thanks to my rogue energy.
All right, dude. All right, my man. By the way, can I join?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is gonna get cut out, but D's nuts.
D's nuts. Ooh. Yeah, it's a good thing. I cut all this out. It'd be actually pretty embarrassing. Hey everyone. Don't worry about. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Did you like that little ad break? I hope you did.
Yeah. I hope you did too.
We did it ourselves.
Yeah. Rogue energy.
Rogue energy. Get use that code and
drink the drink.
To drink it good.
Anyways, so I'm about to tell my side, and then we'll get to the conclusion.
Okay.
So when Funk sent that stuff, at first I was the very first thing in my mind after he sent like the proof, the quote unquote proof, I was like, okay, something weird is going on. Funk is not interested in esports. I know this. He's never talked about it at all. Why is he so interested in this?
Yep.
So that clued me in. That was my suspicion. I was like, there's no way this is real because Funk would not be this involved. And as the days and the weeks came on, you guys, both of you were talking about it. And then I was like, okay, there's no way Matt is into esports. He's never talked about it in his life. This is definitely some sort of setup. So everything that y'all send, I just kind of glaze over. I don't look at it.
You did.
And I just go about my day. Because either y'all would send it whenever I was asleep, whether I was busy, or if I was just doing something else.
Yep.
And plus, y'all would send it in our Triumvirate chat, which I look at. I don't look at the Triumvirate chat unless it has to do with the channel. You know, we have our own other Discord group that we talk about other things.
Yeah.
If y'all would have sent it in that one, I probably would have looked at it more. But with this one, I was like, whatever. They're just talking about esports. Whatever. I'm not interested in it. Yeah. I was like, I'm not interested in this. Whatever. I'm not going to even bother with it. Whatever. Because I wasn't interested in it. I'm not interested in esports. I used to be with Overwatch League, but I don't care about CSGO.
Yeah.
I don't care about all this stuff. I knew there were cheating scandals, so fucking whatever. I didn't care.
just talk about it and move on, you know?
Right, yeah. So you two were just so invested in it. And I was like, okay, something's going on here.
What the fuck is
they're
happening?
Doing something. Why are they so interested in this? Whatever. So y'all send the articles. I glaze over them. I'm like, okay. So with the whole Twitter thing, that's when I was like, I didn't exactly say, oh, what did he say? I said, oh, I'm trying to look for his Twitter and I can't find it.
Yeah, that's right.
And you sent a fake screenshot of him saying something like, have you heard of the High Elves or D's Nuts or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
And you sent that right as, it was on April Fool's Day, right as Rogue, one of the people from Rogue, liked my tweet.
Yeah.
Like it was.
Yeah, because earlier in the day you made a tweet, or no. You retweeted the totally real like wasabi flavor of Rogue Energy.
Yeah, the collection box. I was like, oh man, I can't wait to try it. And one of the main guys at Rogue liked it as soon as Matt sent that tweet.
Yeah.
Or he sent that screenshot. So immediately I was like, okay, I want to see what they look at. So hard right turn, Rogue just liked my tweet. So,
exactly.
So that was the end of that. I didn't even go and look at that screenshot. That was all I was focused about, and then I went about my day.
Yep. Exactly. Because that was the last nail in the coffin for me to try to finally get you, and just like if you were like any bit interested in the whole thing, what I did is that I just Google searched the leader or a CEO or whatever you want to call it, the founder of Godsent, which is again a real esports team.
It's a real esports team.
But yeah, I just Google searched him. I found his Twitter, and so I spent like a good while in like the mobile version of Photoshop, which absolutely fucking sucks the biggest pile of shit, by the way.
It does. I agree. It does. It really does suck.
But that's definitely for like another day for sure. But anyway, all I said in my little screenshot, because what I did is that I took a screenshot of the guy's profile, and then in the screenshot it had his like most recent tweet, which is from like fucking 2018 or something like that. And so my excuse was just like me trying to find this totally real outburst that he did on Twitter, and I was just like in the little Discord chat, I was just like, well, this was the only thing I was able to find. This is his most recent tweet, so I guess he deleted his outburst, and then I sent the screenshot. But in the screenshot, I edited that quote unquote most recent tweet, and then I wrote in it where he said, "God sent these nuts down from heaven above."
Yeah.
But anyway,
I just completely glazed over it.
You glazed over it just because, again, with that whole thing with the actual rogue man liking your little retweet, which is actually really cool. But
it was very cool.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. So, like, of course, by the time I sent that screenshot, I was DMing Funk. It's just like, come on, man, I want you to read it. Come on, Mark. I need you to read that screenshot so we can get you. Because again, it's just been like with a duration of like several weeks building up to this one joke, this one gag, the biggest bamboozle in our heads to be like, come on, man, I want to get you with his D's nuts. And Mark was completely oblivious. He didn't even like after letting us know that the rogue man liked his little thing, he just went offline. And I was just like, are you just look at the screenshot, man.
Yeah, because I had to go to work. I was in the middle of work.
Yeah,
I didn't have time to look at Discord.
Exactly.
I didn't have time to look. I had to go.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's pretty much like where if some guy is doing stand-up and he's got like this build-up for like the greatest joke in the world, and he just doesn't even say the punchline, and everyone is just like in their seat, at the edge of their seat, just like, I know what it is.
It's more like the comedian builds up this punchline, and right before he's about to say it, the bar closes down. And he's not allowed to say it. Like his mic cuts off, and he gets kicked off stage. Like, that's what that is.
That's exactly what it is.
So Sunday comes around, and this is Funk's last ditch effort. Like the one thing where he's like, all right, I got to go in for a direct attack.
Yes.
And he doesn't even send an article this time. He just says quotes.
Yep.
I'm going to see if I can go back and try to get it. Because it was only just a couple of days ago.
Yeah, it was.
And I'll read it word for word if I can get to it. Hold on. Waiting for it. Getting closer.
Here it comes. Wait for it.
All right. There we go. Here I am. I'm onto it now.
Here it comes.
Wait.
Almost there.
All right, so this is what he said. So it all started off with Funk in the morning, early in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
He sent a tweet saying he sent something called "Why are esports people always talking like they're better than everyone else?" And he sends a tweet from an actual selfie from the head guy of XIII.
Yeah, I guess.
Like it's like a selfie of him or whatever. And then he starts talking about like fighting game people or whatever. And then he sends this article saying, or it's in German. I can't really.
Yeah,
He's saying cheating spread to German teams, whatever. And then this is what Funk says. Funk said, but people can't seem to do that. The above article basically says there is a German team called Netterversuch, whatever.
I have no
Translate to nice try. And although it's a small team, they were pretty well coordinated, and had to use the esports game just to troll others, like not even to win matches or money, just to try and get some laughs. There's an organization called NICE, which handles all sportsmanship issues from cheating to just bad sportsmanship. The lead investigator in the German branch called AVCA is named Markus Jauner. And he was really crafty in figuring out what was going on. Basically, the players in Netterversuch played their hand early, and that tipped the investigation off. So by the time they tried to reveal their big troll scheme, the AVCA was already onto them, and it didn't work. And of course, when they asked Mr. Jauner about it, he said, well, there were a number of teams involved in this operation. Havu from the beginning, then came in Team Fontel and Godsent. Netterversuch was the last one to fall. Basically, what I'm trying to say here is, have you heard of the High Elves? God sent these nuts from heaven above with one command to you, Fontel these nuts. And he was given accolades for surviving the attack on his life. That ends the saga, because I'm assuming all teams have been caught. So, when he sent that, again, I was at work, so I didn't even pay attention to that. And I only noticed it whenever you were like, it's such a sad sight to see, though. From what I'm seeing here, it was a long-waited effort and those guys trolling, only for them to realize the AVCA was onto them the whole time. And Funk said, I mean you live by the troll, you die by the troll. And you said, hell yeah, brother, I'll drink to that. And then I noticed Funk said, #relatable, am I right? And then I said, we're all just a bunch of trolls in the end. And then this is when I got tipped off. This is what tipped me off. Because Funk is, I think we've said this before, but he's really fluent in German.
Yeah.
Like that's his second language. So he Google translated this thing to basically how if you put it in translation in Google Translate, then it says my name.
Yeah.
Which you can blurt this out. Blurt out my last name. It says Mark.
Yep.
So it sounded just like that. So whenever he said that, when we said now investigator Genre did say for whatever reason that he thought SA2 was better than Sonic Adventure. That's when I was like, all right, this is it. Something's going on here. Because that's what he said my name was. And he said, dude, no way. And then he said, I have no idea what compelled him to say that, but he did. You said, so even he agrees. And I said, wow, that guy needs to go get himself checked out, because I knew that was me.
and then this was just like my confirmation to really just like to be sure that you were in on the whole thing. I said, this is remarkable news.
Yep. And Funk said, haha, yes, and curtains and scene. Nice work, fellas. And at this point, I'm thinking, what is going on here? Like, what just happened?
So basically, I would say like halfway in, we weren't entirely sure whether you were in on the whole thing or not. We thought that we tried our best to make it so convincing that like you kind of just fell for it, fell right back into it. You know what I mean? Like it was the whole thing that we've been talking about. That the whole thing was legit, even with like the fake articles and us having like some sort of like fake conversation about like some sort of controversy or whatever, or something some guy said. Yeah, we tried to make it as believable as possible, and we weren't entirely sure that we reeled you back into believing that it was legit. So near the end of it, we were just like, you know, it's been like several weeks of us trying to do this. Let's just go ahead and just go for the kill. Go for the kill, you know, like raise the curtains, all that bullshit. And so yeah, at this point we were just like, you know what? Let's just at least hint at the fact that maybe we'll just give some clues to try to see if you were aware the whole time. And so that was Funk's attempt there to try to see if you were caught on to the whole thing. And so so Funk says, you know, haha, yes, and curtains, end scene. Nice work, fellas. And then I said, we did it, Reddit. Then you were like, truly, this was a massive undertaking.
And that's when I said that, I was referring to the whole thing. That's when I was keyed in on it.
Yeah.
Right there. Because I went back and read it, and I was like, I fucking knew it. I knew this was some bullshit. I knew it was. Yeah. And Funk said, oh no, and you said, uh-oh, and then Funk says, I pinpoint the moment we went wrong when I sent the first article and didn't foresee Mark just straight up ignoring it. And you said, yeah, honestly, I didn't expect that. And I dropped the bombshell of, did you ever consider the fact that I was aware from the very beginning?
Yep, I had no clue.
How did that feel to you?
I was very disappointed.
Were you heartbroken?
I was, because I mean, like I've said, or like we've said like several different times, this has been like several weeks in the making.
Like again, the reason why I was clued in on it in the first place is because you guys were so invested in this thing that I know for a fact it's interested in. You guys aren't interested in esports. like this was a mistake from the start. If y'all would have just done something like what he did with the Among Us stuff.
Yeah.
When he said Among Us. And that was great. That was fantastic.
That was
worked good because it was short, it was direct, and I was totally clued in on it. But this, you guys were just so invested in this stuff that I know that, because I've been friends with you guys for many years now, so I know what you guys like and what y'all don't like, and I know y'all don't like esports.
Yeah, you know, like in retrospect, just all of a sudden, the both of us are just suddenly interested in some esports shit, you know?
If y'all would have built it on slower, if Funk was like, you know, if he would have said something like, hey, you know, do you guys like watching esports? Which I think that's what he said. You know, I would have been like, yeah, you know, I kind of do, and you would have been like, you know, whatever, I do. And if he would have just built it on slower, and if he would have done it now, if he would have started it now, after I wasn't suspicious of any tomfoolery,
yeah,
then it would have worked.
I mean, it was legit, just like 0 to 100 on this topic, anyway. You know,
it was. So it was on too sudden, and you guys put in a lot of effort. I'm not disagreeing to that. Honestly, You guys put in so much effort.
Yeah.
But man, it just didn't work out. I was in on it the whole time.
Yeah.
I just on my own volition too.
And one thing too is just the fact that every single time like we tried to bring the topic back up and everything, you were either busy, asleep, or everything in between. Yeah, at work, you know?
And then like whenever I called you out on you guys not being interested in esports, I said, yeah, man, I remember our times back in Stern when we debate on what our favorite esports teams are.
Yeah. You know, that was the hottest debate back then.
Yeah, man. We used to talk about Havu and Fontel and Godsent all the time, dude.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
You know what? I apologize for y'all's efforts. I'm not disagreeing on that, but you know what? You can't trick the Yo Mama master here, all right?
Yeah, you're right. You know, like, honestly, I think what would have been a better route to take if we did some like some fake like YouTube drama shit.
Yeah, that would have been something.
That shit is, you know, just like in my area, just like specifically kind of like YouTube shit, or just like some drama from some sort of creators or whatnot.
Yeah,
you know,
if you would have done something that I was interested in, then I would have been so totally fooled. But that's the thing, I'm not interested in esports, so I can give less of a shit.
Exactly. And you know, with me
care.
Like hamming up the whole thing with like esports, I mean, to an extent, to like the lowest extent, I mean, yeah, it was pretty interesting learning about the legit like controversies and like with the whole cheating aspect in like esports and CS:GO and all that bullshit. That was at least on the basic level. It was pretty interesting, but not to the point where I would legit try to, you know, talk the whole time, every single time about
like you were just trying to feign interest in it, like
exactly.
And like I said, I know that you guys aren't into that stuff. So it was a very good attempt. I feel like it would have worked out better if y'all didn't drag it out for so long. If y'all would have said something like what Funk said, like at the end, if y'all had been like, you know, he said, you know, because that's the thing. I was believing it for a hot second in the very beginning whenever I was like, oh, this is actually a real thing. If he would have dropped the bombshell right there, it would have worked. I would have been like, oh, well, fuck. I just got de-nutsed.
I just got de-nutsed, bro.
But, no. It didn't work. You know, I was just... You didn't count on the fact that I would ignore everything.
Honestly, dude. I'm gonna be for real with you. It kind of pissed me off the fact that you were ignoring it. I was like, "Come on, dude! Just at least just take the bait, just a little bit."
Oh, I don't talk to you guys. I'm not your friends. I'm not your friend. I just fucking ignore you guys. I don't care.
This stupid fucking esports shit. Who the fuck cares?
Who the fuck cares? I don't care about my friends talking about this bullshit. I got my own things to worry about.
That's just like because I shared with you like a screenshot of our last ditch effort to try to get you with that fake tweet screenshot.
And you were like, just look at the fucking deacon online.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, Mark is gonna be the death of me. Just fucking just get online and read it.
Well, you didn't count on the fact that no.
That's exactly what your whole thing. It was just like, how about no?
How about no? And I go focus on, you know,
things that actually matter. Yeah.
I'm not gonna focus on my job or sleeping. Yeah. I mean, you know what? And I liked how I was like, all right, I'll give you guys the satisfaction. And I was like, whoa, these
no
nuts,
way.
you
Wow.
guys got me. Oh man, I've got.
I was just like, we got him, ladies and gentlemen.
we
We
did it.
We did it, Reddit.
Now you guys can't do anything like that for like a couple of months because I'm listen, I'm clued in on everything you fuckers do. Everything. Whether it's everything.
All of the scheming and plotting and everything. It's out the
I'm
fucking window now.
Yep. It's out the window now, and probably for a longer time than that. Because anytime either you or Funk say something like I don't know, like, did you guys hear about this? In my mind, I'm gonna say, all right, I'm on to you.
Just be like, yes, I did hear about it.
Yeah, I did hear about it. Go on, tell me. Does it have something to do with these nuts?
Yeah.
But see, also, I don't want to say that because I feel bad about ruining the joke. I don't want to just be that guy who's like, yeah, what do you mean these nuts? I ruined your joke.
You know, so, like, Funk and I also like thought of the idea is just like, what if you were also playing along just because of the fact that just because of the fact that you might not have known that I wasn't in on it.
What if I got the reverse?
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god. What if I was like, yeah, Fontel D's nuts. Oh. God, that would have been so good.
See, like, yeah, that's the thing, because like in one of the DMs, like I was saying, like I was telling Funk, I was just like, dude, are we playing a game of fucking chicken right now?
Yeah.
You know? Because I mean, even though like the majority of it, like, you know, like you just didn't respond at all to like our bullshit.
Yeah.
But the ones that you did, like, just by what you were saying, it made us believe that maybe you were playing along too. And I was just like, oh no. It is. What is this? Is this just like a game of cat and mouse now?
Yeah. That's exactly what it was.
Holy shit. It goes deeper and deeper.
We've been talking about this for way too long, and it's near the end of the podcast.
Yep. I hope you guys thoroughly enjoyed our retelling of the events that happened like several weeks prior up to now.
It's written down in the Triumvirate history books.
It really is.
So
in our little book of debauchery.
Our book, yeah. So yeah, well, this is the end of the podcast.
Yep.
I hope you all enjoyed the podcast. Links in the descriptions to our various stuff, like our socials, Discord, and Linktree for whatever.
Honestly, like our Linktree is pretty lit. It's pretty good.
Pretty lit.
It's pretty lit, bro. Yeah, it's got all of our links to our like all the different platforms you can listen to the podcast, and it's got a link to our Discord if you want to join that. Just have a chat with us, all that jazz.
Yep.
And everything. But we'll provide a link, several links in the description if you want to check that out. And thank you everybody so much for being here and listening to our little conversation going on. And
all right, Matt, you want to go hold hands and jump in the river?
You know what, I've been waiting for this moment for fucking ever, dude. I would love to.
All right, dude, let's go. Let's get out of here.
All right, see you guys later. We're gonna go jump in the pool over here and pee in it. All right, bye.
All right, bye.
See ya.
That's it.